What's the deal, gang? What up, y'all? How we doing? What's the dizzle? What up, Captain? What's up, everybody? How we all doing? Back for another session. So, oh, wait. Zoom's filling up. Let everybody hop in here. Ready for another Asian. Yo, chat, I wish somebody clipped it when I said, hey, somebody clip this. Mark my words. All-time highs. 1,000 pips ago. I'll go back to the beginning of November. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm a little skeptical of this hourly candle. Yeah, I know it could flip here. Maybe the break of the high. I don't want to play this range. Typically I would, but with the previous 4-hour closing bearish like this, and this current 4-hour not having a bottom wick, I'm very skeptical here, especially after we've rejected so heavily off the previous highs, right? I'm very skeptical of the drive up here unless or until this 4-hour closes. And it's just the way it's printing. Now, if we flip on this 4-hour, right, in the next, in the next 54 minutes, 53 minutes and change, then I'm fine with looking for sells. But if we don't flip within this hourly, this is, yeah, we closed above on the hourly. You're expecting, right? You got the level here, and typically, yes, I would say it's going to fill the range up, and it probably will. But just based on the 4-hour, I'm a bit, based on the previous 4-hour closure, I'm a bit skeptical. So if it drives up here, fine. I'll play it after. But I think I'm going to watch this candle print. And right now you had a 5 print bearish, and I think it's going to come down, fill the wick here, at the very least, and then we'll see what happens. All right, yeah, chat, enjoy the music. Don't get. Give you a second to sit down and we'll get into a breakdown. I have a whole bunch of missed messages. What the fuck is going on? All right, so where are we headed here, chat? Where are we headed? You tell me. Obviously, we are bullish weekly, daily, and until this 4-hour closes in 49 minutes on a 4-hour. If we close here like this in the next 49 minutes, I said that like that was going to be questionable, right? Like arbitrary. If we close here maybe in 49 minutes or so, we might close in 48, but that's dumb. Deep moment. But anyway, if we close bullish here, I might look to be in buys off the rip on the 4-hour close, expecting us to either fill the range up and then flip bearish, or come down, grab some orders, at which point I'll have a pineapple on the break of the previous 4-hour low here, which would be roughly at 25 pips, and then we'll look to fill the range up. Because once this closes, once it closes and if it closes in that manner, right? If this here's your closure, then the next candle is going to need to break those highs or give you a top wick to drive down. Great. We're headed to all-time highs. Awesome. But I don't know. We are at a very strong resistance, so I don't know if that's going to happen tonight or if we're going to need the Friday catalyst to take us up. But if this is how it prints, the market is not. Oh, sorry, wrong color. The market doesn't just do this after this current 4-hour closes bullish like this. It's going to need to re-break these highs to grab orders, whether it's to come down, if it is to come down, or to just smash this area and just continue driving up. So if the worst case scenario would be this happening, right? A top wick and then a drive down, and if this is what's happening, then we have the advantage of this top wick, which is roughly 20 something pips, 30 something pips. Yeah, 28. So we'll see how this plays out. And like I said, I'd love to take buys, but the way this 4 hours closed right now, and the previous hourly with a really small top wick, I'm going to be really cautious, right? I'm going to wait for this to close. If it is to drive up here, great, but I just have a tough time accepting that. Maybe if this candle creates a top wick here but doesn't drive, maybe closes doji or comes back, closes weak bearish above 2046.31, then we can look for positions there. Oh, wait, I forgot to mark this up for you guys. So, because this is honestly, and this is how I trade. Like, I don't mark any levels up. Like, if I was just looking at the charts, this is what I would do. But as a courtesy to chat, as a courtesy to stream, let's mark up some decent levels. This is last time we were in these areas, and this was in May, right? April, May. Ooh. Whee! It's a little off. Okay. That makes more sense. All right. I like a couple of areas here. So we can play the smaller range within a range, which would be solid, because I think above 42, I mean above 47 and below 42, we can be off the rip in either direction. This doesn't happen often, but we're going to start pulling back here after that 4-hour close. So if we flip here now, I'll be off the rip on the next hourly below 42. If we don't flip here now and we continue bullish and we close above 47.991, I'll be off the rip on the buys. If we close bullish on the 4-hour but we don't break 47.991, then I'm looking for a bottom wick to 42 and a drive up. Capiche? So if we close bullish like we are right now at 45, I'm looking for this bottom. Oh, whoops, wrong color. Colorblind. Doesn't affect everyone, but you can see I'm affected. I'll be looking for this bottom wick here, and then to continue the drive. That's what I would need to happen first. If we close like this, right, then I'm off the rip here. As soon as this candle closes, looking for either a top, a drive straight up, and this to happen with no bottom wick, and just like the previous 4-hour candle, you see no bottom wick and a lot of momentum, or I'm going to play the advantage point to 51 before it does decide to flip. And for sells, obviously if we close bullish here on the 4-hour, I'm not looking for sells on the next 4-hour unless we close really weak bullish and we open with a top wick and then we break the lows of the previous 4-hour. there's going to be it's a lot of candles that are going to have to print if we are to come down. Okay, let's see, 10 minutes left here for the 30, so let's see how we close. I want to redo these levels. I don't like them too much. Yeah, I'm gonna keep them here. I mainly believe we will play between 43 and 47, or I mean 43 and 51 today. So these are my range, 43 to 51. There's a wild chance we can come down below that, but it would take a lot of candles. So mainly this is where we're gonna spend our time tonight. All right, so what do we have in here? What up, chat? What's the deal? Drop a like, sub to the channel. We're almost at 20K subs. That's beautiful. Go follow the IG. I rarely say that. The last 2 days. How we doing, chat? How's everyone? Works your neon light? Yes, it's off. I mean, I don't know what it's doing. Hibernating. It's got a mind of its own. Can't find it at home. It hides in the stove. We're all glad to be back at work with the Wix man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Bob. Are you from East Coast? Right near the beach, boy. Turn your lights on. I can't. I don't know. I think it's the lights. I think the lights are broken. Because I've switched the power source and then it's still like turning on and off whenever it wants to. Smoke some? I just did right before I started the stream. Dropping by to say hi. Hey, you're a poet? You didn't even know it. Way calmer than this during drawdown. Awesome. Well, in your case, we don't want you to be calm. Wouldn't you rather wait for any type of closure above 2046 instead of instant execute? Yes, above 2047.991 to be exact. To be exact. And not just any closure, this specific 4-hour closure. Because if that doesn't happen, we're playing a totally different ballgame. That was an idea for this specific 4-hour close. Huh. 58 dots. Yes, 58. I had a level marked up also. Yeah. Strong. 58.3. What will you do if close above resistance on the monthly? I don't honestly, I don't think there's any doubt. Well, right now for me in my head that we're going to close above on the monthly. I mean, unless we drive down 45 to 560 pips tomorrow. So, I don't know. Could happen. It could happen. Just want to share some good news. Thanks to you and Don, I'm now a funded trader. Appreciate everything you do for us. Okay, beautiful. W. Eduardo. Woodwardo. How do you guys figure out which catalyst will drive the market? How did you know on Sunday, during the private session, that this week the market can go crazy? Weekly closure, the opening after Thanksgiving week. All we were expecting all-time highs on overall on the monthly time frames. We were expecting a strong drive. It was just there were so many cat. Look how the weekly closed. We had range to fill, massive range. We closed strongly bullish, and look, this was our range to here, which we filled to 2043. Yeah. And you also need to close out the month, right? The price will get to where it needs to go by the end of the week, by the end of the day, by the end of the month, to the strong areas. And if it's close coming to the end, like, it'll drive to finish out the month. This isn't, it's a rule of thumb. It's not a fact. There's no facts about the market except that it's mostly unpredictable, except for the few little edges that you're able to discover along the way, right? There's no perfection here. There's no, like, you can never be perfect here or ideal, or right. There's no almanac for the market. Did you take a sell with Don this morning? Yes. Oh, see you tomorrow, Wix Ghost. Say goodbye to my ghost. Why wouldn't you take a buy stop on flip of candle for top wick? What do you mean? Right now? On the hourly? Because I don't believe we're going to flip on the hourly. I think we're going to end up closing bearish. We'll see what happens, right? Because I'm looking at the 4-hour here, and I'm looking at the previous 4-hour, tapping the previously made resistance and closing bearish. And the next 4-hour opened up, never had a bottom wick to drive through here. So I see this as a top wick to flip bearish. Will it? I don't know. 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 Show. Any questions? Perfect. Let's go to the soundboard. Answer my question, please. There better be a please in there somewhere. I just haven't looked at chat for a little while, so maybe you're right. Maybe you had a valid question. Yep, no. No valid questions. No valid questions. How about meow? Meow. Oh, fuck. My chair's fucking pulling my hair back. Ooh. I like these headphones well, okay. I don't like these headphones. One thing that I do like about these headphones is they tell you the battery power when I press the button here. 60% battery. And like, I haven't charged them since the day I bought them. Who's your favorite Roman emperor? We're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into the stoics of Wix's time. How you doing? How you doing? Caligula? No. He's referring to Marcus Aurelius, I think. Are you in the States? I'm still trying to understand how the wick formation determines the direction the next candle will open up. Can you explain? No. The wick formation and the current candle wick combined with the way the next candle opens is gonna either open up our edge in the market for us or it will not. But we will look for our edge to open up and see if we can take positions. Have you seen Oppenheimer? No, but I know the history, right? Like, I've read about it. And when I read, it's like I don't just read a story. Like, if I read shit that's interesting to me, I'll fucking fact check the shit out of it. Usually draw support resistance 30-minute, 1 hour, 31.4. I'd like them all to like fall in line. The more time frames fall in line there, the better. The more it makes sense to me. And it's not really support resistance. These are just levels I think we can drive off of. Like, we see they're not exactly at closures of a candle. Sometimes they'll be in the middle of a candle, but those are the levels that in history, right? Previous times that we were in these ranges, that's where the market has driven from. So that's how I look at it. How can you look left with all-time highs? Well, until we get to all-time highs, I'm looking left, right? But until, like, after that, after 2075 here, after this, which is our all-time highs, we're not looking anywhere. After that, if the market's driving up, what I'm doing is sitting back, waiting for new levels to print. And when we drive through them again next time, then I can utilize them as previous, advantage points or levels of interest, areas of interest. But as it's driving up through new all-time highs, I would not be in positions. That's not me, man. That's not me. Chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup. And soda on the side. All right. So, I guess we're not here yet. So let's get back to this hourly still not flipping. Anybody had buys here on the bottom wick? I know one person had. Somebody said it in the chat earlier. French onion soup. I like French onion soup. I hated it when I was a kid, but like I have like newfound fondness. I wouldn't say newfound love because it's not really love. It's like fondness. I'm fond of it, right? For French onion soup, especially if it's like made right. Like it's got to be made right. Mushroom soup. You know what I like? I like the broccoli and cheddar soup from Panera. That's delicious. Yeah, there you go. Cheddar and broccoli. There you go. Somebody said it. Broccoli and cheddar. Yeah, next time you're in Panera, just try it. Chat, use Wix9 discount code. Get yourself the Wix9s. Yo, Panera, what's the deal? Anybody got a hookup? We can have your I can send everybody for their munchies to Panera. We can have your banner right under the Wix9. We can have it on top of it if you want, but we'll talk about that. Somebody send this to Panera. Damn. We love the soup and salad combo. What? I'm gonna start naming plays after your menu. Yeah, you see, we got the steak and cheddar panini right now happening. The steak and cheddar panini. Just right now when we broke the low, that was your steak and cheddar panini. Who's hungry? I have the entire stream here drooling, just high as shit. Panini. I need me a panini. I know what the fuck you guys are thinking. The breadstick entry. No, that's when you break even. We just had a breadstick. The break even, that's a breadstick. Why you calling me out? Because I know half you's over there just finished fucking either packing a bowl or smoking a bong or, you know, fucking you're smoking a highway blunt right now. I know you guys. Like this would be ideal stream for like after stream Panera Munchies advertising. This would be ideal. Yo, somebody send this to Panera. What you really should be doing. Fuck, I gotta turn off my webcam quick. He sees me. Eating raw broccoli and salt and pepper. Ooh, that's disgusting. I love it. Do weed affect your trading? I don't know. I've never traded before smoking. Okay, like I've been smoking weed way longer than trading, so let's put it that way. By the time I started trading, I was already smoking, and I haven't stopped since. But that's irrelevant. What's relevant is that you guys are not on a fucking highway blunt or fucking in a Fortnite battle right now, battle royale, whatever it is. What's important is that you bring your fucking clear head and logic to the stream, to the charts, and ask questions. 600 people here, no questions. When the 1 hour had no top wick, the 4 hour was bullish. Why you not take a buy? Just wondering. 1 hour no top wick right now. 4 hour bullish. 4 hour was driving bullish. We said this beginning of the stream that the previous 4 hour has tapped the resistance here, the previous resistance, and flipped bearish. Without us breaking the previous 4 hour low to grab these orders, right? Because look, if we grabbed orders here, and this is as far as we drove and closed bearish, in order for us to break these highs, we're going to need to make a bottom wick. So if we were really bullish and we were driving up, we would have broken the lows here, 2043, and then drove up. So that's the reason on the smaller time frame, which is superseded by the higher time frame, I did not take buys here. Although typically this bottom wick is solid as you've closed on the hourly above the range. You're expecting the top of the highs, but the thing here is the 4-hour, the stronger time frame was against me. So I'm more of the mind where you want most all your time frames or most of the higher time frames really falling in line and telling the same story, right? Because like what happens like if you're telling different stories, right? Like you're full of shit, right? And it's easy to pick up on in real life, right? If somebody's telling you two different stories, right? You're hanging out with somebody and they're just telling you a story and you're like, man, this asshole is full of shit. He's lying right now, right? And you know it internally. So why wouldn't you react in that sort of way when this candle is bearish, right? So bearish on, or flip bearish with a strong rejection on the 4-hour, but the hourly is giving you this bottom wick and close bullish the previous hourly to drive up, right? Somebody's fucking lying, yo. You should be like, whoa. You shouldn't be like, oh, this is where the lie is. You should just be like, I'm gonna take myself out of this conversation. But when you can tell that, like, because you can't tell if this is a truth or not, right? But when you can clearly tell that the market's telling you the truth, and all your time frames are lining up, you'd be like, all right, like he seems to be legit, seems to be telling the truth, right? All those time frames lining up, right? You know, I think I could trust this guy. I think I could listen to him again. Let's keep talking, you know. But this is like your human senses just coming into play. As I said, bring your, clear head logic. We're logical beings. We just tend to forget that we are, and we don't catch ourselves. Key that I said ourselves. We don't catch ourselves when, the 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 I was gonna say something ratchet, but I'm not gonna go there. Just see, I stopped myself. We don't catch ourselves. We catch other people, right? We pay attention to other people. We'll catch other people being illogical. That's why I said ourselves. But it's human. It's out of our nature to actually catch ourselves on being illogical. Because it's like, how? Me? Illogical? No, that can never happen. So it's a given that you're always logical. So when you do say some dumb shit, right, or do some dumb shit, you never question it because in your head it's like it's already a given. So why would you question a given? So you have to be able to stop yourself, whether it's humbling yourself or being a pause in life is very important, right? So pause yourself, like give yourself a pause and be like, wait a minute, is this valid? Is this not valid? Anyway, just double checking if I'm not muted. That would have been wild. Imagine I was muted this whole time. I would have been, yo, me, I'm tight. Oh, they tied the game. Fuck. Moritz. Yeah, I'm watching the Rangers Red Wings game right now. Rangers scored earlier, but Red Wings just tied the game. You were muted. Can you repeat? Yeah, no, I knew somebody say that. Where's the audio guy and the trades taking guy? I don't know. They took a day off. Is that a new mic? It's been around. It's been around. It's been around for a month or so. A couple of weeks. Definitely not a month, like a couple of weeks. Check the 23. All right. Let's check the 23. Oh, whoa. Let's not do that. And now, starting at guard. Yeah, chat. I don't know. The 23 is coming down, but if you look at the I don't know. If you look at the daily, we're definitely Chicago bullish. Definitely. We just need a bottom wick. So last 15, last 14, last 13 actually of this 4-hour candle. So once this hourly closes, we will be nowhere closer to an answer of buys or sells than we were at the beginning of this hour. I congratulate you for not impulsing into a position while these candles are printing next to each other. Is following the previous 4 hours candle direction the most important part of your strategy, Wicks? No, because if we made a bottom wick and broke this 4-hour candle low, I would have probably took buys here. So that's a negative. That's not, people try to like simplify what we're doing, and like the only way you're going to understand it is if you're here for a month or two, because it's like, oh, it's like he's doing that and then he's looking at that, and nah, we're looking at like many things. Levels, candles, wicks, timing, closures. Like just, you know, there's many nuances. Just got to be here for a while to catch on. And like sometimes it might feel like that's the answer, and if it is, like it'll be reinforced in your head as you keep showing up to the streams here. But if something clicks, don't just be like, oh, that's how it is, and take it, you know, at face value. If something clicks, it doesn't necessarily mean that's how it works. Something might have, you know, clicked in different ways. So wait for it to click for you multiple times so it can be reinforced, and then you can be confident that's how you interpret what we're doing. Probably already did. Could you do a top-down analysis? Well, if I take the top down in this motherfucker, it's going to be extremely wet in this office. And so we are not taking the top down. But if you rewind to minute number 10 of this hour and just press play from there for about 10 minutes while we wait for this 4-hour close for the next 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure you'll catch up real quick. Hey, Aaron in the house. What's the deal? Glad to have you.
Hey, Aaron, where are you?
He's right here. Just hyper focus when they do analysis. Yeah, and if you don't want to rewatch the streams, forget the trades, just rewatch the analysis. First 10 minutes, first 20 minutes of every stream we do. You'd be like, ah, that's why. Oh, high sticking and fighting. Damn, someone just pulled a Don Vo on the rink here. Going right into the penalty box. Yo, Don Vo doesn't seem like a violent guy in real life, but if you see him in hockey, did you see? Yo, I swear, I think he holds the penalty minutes record. He's probably in the background somewhere, like. I'm in a penalty box right now, matter of fact. The only thing that would top that fucking penalty was if he gave a signal straight from the box. If he gave a fucking Asian session signal straight from the box, go. What? He should be fucking in between periods on the Zamboni. Just buy gold now. Stop loss? No stop loss. TP, infinity. Wix, is it true they fight in hockey and it's legal? No, that's only true for Hialeah. I would pay to see Don in one of those ice hockey fights. I think he's like, I don't know. Don throwing down in the ring. How would that work? Because they all wear like helmets, right? And it's not like the NHL. They all got helmets with masks. So it's like I punch you in your face, but all I got's the mask. So noogie noogie noogie. I don't think they fight too much. It's like a recreationally. Like how can they fight and then go grab a beer with each other? It's wild. Defending like it's the final cup game. I can imagine Don saying, "All right, chat, that's it for me today. I'm out." When fight breaks out. Yo, 4-hour flipped in the last 7 minutes here. Let's see what happens. It's tough. Closing full at first punch thrown. This is good though. Look, we flipped on the 4-hour. If we close below here, it depends how we close, right? We also want a bottom wick. If we close below and no bottom wick on a 4-hour candle, yeah, we're gonna look for a bottom wick to take buys. But if we get a bottom wick here, we close below here, and this is how it opens up. Like this could get really interesting. Yeah, let's say this is the closure. We might be in a situation of off the rip. I'm just saying. Just saying. Not for a fact. I want to see how it closes here on the smaller time frames because I want to come down below here. What I would like is once we start breaking these lows. Oh, this is the last 5. We might not even see that. I want to see the first couple of candles probably of the next 4-hour. Let's see. Hold on. Let's first. I got to see where we close. If we close below here, I'm looking for an off the rip area. Because this is what I would expect, right? Once we close. I don't just want a top wick. I want a retest of this area and make sure that we're staying below. So I'd want something along the lines of, you know, a drive up here, but a closure still below, respecting this area, something like this. If we can get that, and then the next attempt to drive up, right, we'll look for a flip, or we'll look for a top wick. Hold on, let me flip the tape. I know somebody said it, I haven't even looked yet, but I know it's flip the tape time. And let's wait these last 5 minutes. You see, actually right here, you can, sort of the same thing. Right here, this area, as we came down, I'd want to see that we're trying to come back up in here, but we are respecting it and closing below. And if I see that happening on the higher time frame, we'll look for a a sell, and with ideally with the flip being a strong advantage point of 20 to 30 pips. Can't read price action, chat. I'm out. For that reason, I'm out. Wix, you got me laughing so hard. Just chill, relax, enjoy yourselves. You don't have enough experience, David. You need more time on the charts. Actual zoned in, locked in time. And not all in one day, but every single day, same time, same place, for a select few hours a day for a specific session. And that's it. And then take your ass to, to your living room. Just let your brain breathe and absorb everything you've just, experienced in the last 2 hours. And that's going to teach you a lot more than just sitting on the charts the entire day. Relax and take notes while I take tokes of this marijuana smoke. Hey, hey. Good smoke, good smoke. My parents are in Jamaica, right? You know what they doing, right? Oh shit. What happened? What did Circle say? What up, Circle? What's the deal? Wow, has Circle been gone for a while? I haven't noticed. Is their most important time frame? Like, is one aspect of trading more important than the other? Like, no. The only way this works is if you use it all in unison. Not all, but like there are major parts to trading that you have to learn to use together in order for shit to work. In order for it to, be a well-oiled machine and not a fucking, a Toyota Civic. You need a lot of parts working together. Right? You need to be able to apply a few different variables together in like ideal and perfect in fashion a lot of times in order for your edge to play out. $40 seconds. 40 seconds. Damn. Trying to get me for my paper. Damn. I don't know, chat. We need a bottom wick if we are to continue down, but on this candle. We don't necessarily need one, but there we go, there's a bottom wick. But we respected support here. And the reason I'm not off the rip of any sells here, right? Because we closed right at support, the one I had drawn, right? I'm pretty confident in my level. So if it just drives straight down, I think we'll come back up and eventually flip back bullish. But A lot's going to depend here, honestly, on this hour, on this 30-minute close. I want to see how we play out here, maybe even a 15. If we get a strong bearish push and close bearish on the 15, I will look for a top wick on the next 15 and then a flip if this is the next 15. I'm not taking anything off the rip or on the wick. We close respecting support. You can't disregard that, right? So we also understand that if that's what happened and now we're opening with no top wick, we don't know how far this is going to come down. Here, whatever. But eventually it'll flip. We don't know if it's going to close bullish either. We just know that eventually it'll flip. There's the flip. Now, depending on how high or how steep of a top wick it can create and then break bearish is going to determine how we play it on the next 15, on the next 30. Because what I'm understanding here is we've closed massively bearish with a strong rejection on the 4-hour, but we've also closed with no range to head down. So the only way to create that, to have that range, is we got to create it. So then the market's got to pull back, right? It's got to create a resistance. So now we're gonna look to create a range, right? This is the 4-hour, but the market's got a support. Now it's gonna look for a resistance in order to drive further down. You understand? So it can form that resistance also up where I drew it, or it can see it on the smaller time frame on the 1-hour, right? It can reject. But once it creates this range here, after the range is created, we can trade the candles after it, right? It's not really about time frames, it's about like what price points we tap. So this was on the 4-hour, it can reject here, it can reject here, right? But if, as long as it creates a resistance and then we start breaking below here, that, right? On the higher time frame, it looks something like that. Then we can look for more sells. But we're gonna need a resistance since we just held support. Yeah, it closed below the most recent, but it closed at the overall for me. This is where I had it drawn overall at this area. And it's kind of interesting, right? Like if I was off, like what are the chances of me being off but the market closing right at it? Because if I was off, it could have closed anywhere, right? But like I have a lot of trust in my ability to identify, key areas, and this just another confirmation for me that, hey, you were spot on before the closure, right? That's why it took me a little while to map it out. But outside of that, I think we need more candles printed. Doesn't mean the support can't be broken and we can't come down. It just means that that was one edge that we had here. Understanding the level. Also, if we are bearish, right? See what happens every time as we were coming down, we come down from these areas. Right? From these wicks. These wicks. So if we've held support here, we didn't close below. Can we come back up here before we come back down, or can we just drive straight up? We'll see what happens right now. Bad at finding key areas. Experience, just practice. Like, I can teach you like concepts, but eventually you're gonna have to put in a lot of work too, right? Because no matter what I teach you, it's not what you know, it's how you can apply what you know. It's the application of knowledge that's key here, and that's difficult and important. So, right. A lot of other industries, you can just know something and that's it, and that's good enough. But here, you need to be able to apply it as well. That's the hard part. Where did you get your? I didn't even realize I was holding it. I don't know. It's one of my kids' old fidget spinners. But they show up over here with their friends and they use my PC to play. So somebody said it. That's why this industry has such a low success rate, because it's the application, and people think that if you spend more, the more you study and the more hours you spend on the books and reading about this, that it's going to translate into profitability. Nah, that ain't how it works. It's a lot of factors that, like, it matters where you are in life. It matters how stable you are emotionally. It matters your thought process, right? Where does your mind lead to when it hears certain triggers? When it like, what's your relationship with money? What's your relationship with forex as compared to the people in your life? Like, all of these things, they play a role, and you need to be in control of all of these things in order for you not to be impulsive. I posted about this today, right? The have a plan, because it's gonna get rid of those impulsive actions that you have in the markets that are no good for you. They're detrimental to your growth, right? Impulses. So in order for you to keep the impulses out, right? Or in order for you to be successful, you have to keep the impulsiveness out, because that's what leads you to break your plan. That's what leads you to do things that are outside of the mission, right? Our mission is to show up here, follow our plan, and win every day. But deviating from that, the only way you do that is being impulsive, right? And just like, oh shit, like, having a really short attention span and shit. So, and that's all I got to say about that. Keep your emotions in check, keep the impulsiveness out, and it's going to make it so much easier to follow the plan. Hey, it doesn't mean you're going to be profitable. The plan could be shit, but you'll only find that out if you follow it. If 15 flips bearish, is it possible to sell? If 15 flips bearish, I will look for closures, belowsures. Not enough just to flip. I need some closion. It's like my brain is off when I should know to walk away from either from a great trade or a losing trade. I plan on walking away. Yeah, but that final push to walk away or stay in the trade, well, once again, will only come from experience, where you're going to be like, I've seen this before. I'm doing this. Oh, no, no, no. This happens most of the time. I'm okay with losing this much, because if I just keep doing this, this is going to make me. And you have to be confident and comfortable, because you've seen it before, and your brain is able to process it and understand the fact that you've seen it, right? Because you see opportunities, you take advantage of them, right? Because if you don't realize it's an opportunity, same thing in life, right? Even if something is obvious, somebody else, that, oh shit, I can make money on this. you don't see it as an opportunity, you won't take advantage of it. So you have to see it as an opportunity. The way you have to realize it is you actually have to see it and notice it and go through it. You guys with the egos think you're the one who's going to do it within a year. I thought that because a lot of people have success in other industries when they show up here, they have, they found some kind of levels of success in something, right? And they're like, oh shit, I can do this. I'm not dumb. And it's like, it's really humbling. It's a very humbling experience. Saw my little brother get more money to trade with. Uh, eBay. eBay, my friend. Hmm. They buying over there on eBay? Hell yeah. You get him a blue nose? Blue nose kid? Ooh. Wayfair, you got just what I need. This is my downside in that look for more than what I'm drawdown. Do you only trade gold. Mikey, hey, Mikey, hey yo, Mikey. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Hump day. Remember that commercial? Hey yo, Mikey. Because Mikey just joined the Zoom. Hump day. I'm like a fucking Harlem Globetrotter with this spinner right here. Oh shit. Look, oh, one finger. Oh shit. Think I can get a deal? Hey, Harlem Globetrotters, you can be right there, right under Panera. Like, right in this, right? Like, right in this spot, like, wait, like, right here. This could be Panera and shit. And then the Harlem Globetrotters, I'll just have a ball spinning the whole time. Who glued the Wix 9 LEDs on the wall? I did. They're not glued. It's like little brackets. It's like you curve it the way you want, and then you insert the brackets into the wall. Touched by Wix, signed by Wix. Word. Not giving it up. It's my kid's fidget spinner. They don't care how much you pay. Man, if I go to my 4-year-old right now and be like, look, I got this $100. I got this fidget spinner. She'll snatch the shit out my hand, and before I can ask the question, she'll be out the room. You just see fucking the shades move. I'd be like, you want this or that? And all you see is just, that's all you'd see. You'd be like, wait, where are you? She would just be out with the fidget spinner. They don't care about your money. And what did we say last time? That is why you do not let kids make gender decisions. Am I triggering people? Because we got a lot of interaction tonight. This is good. We gonna fight? No, we not gonna fight. This is not the New York session. No one's fighting. It's just jokes. It's just jokes. Of course we're gonna fight. Yes, everyone's gonna fight. Food fight. Oh man. Oh. Yep. Knew that was coming. Have you tested your 34 VEs to see if they would have hit original stops or TP? Yeah, they would have all hit stops. All of them. Every single one. Went straight to stops, and every single one was a really good closure. Now, I don't know. Honestly, no. I didn't look at them. I just, no. I don't know why. I don't have a reason for you. I just haven't. Boy, going crazy with that spinner. My bad. Chat's like, you're getting very, very sleepy, chat. Very, very sleepy. You will do as I say. Send Wix a $50 super chat. Yeah, I thought I was going to say bye. No, right? Gonna wear out that ball and bearing, get a squeak. Nah, this shit sounds like a Tesla right now. Sounds like a fucking pair of Solomon skates. They got some good bearings on those motherfuckers. .930's peak viewers. Yeah, we got 722. We got really close yesterday, chat. We had 893. That's where we peaked yesterday. We were like less than 40 people away from peak viewers. All right, so let's get rid of these arrows. The 15 went nowhere. Respected. The 30, the next 15 now, right, has no top wick. We're coming down, but the 30 has a top wick. So let's see if the 30 can close below here and how bearish it can close. Do I think it will? I don't think so. But because now we've opened with a bottom wick after a previous 15 closed bullish, and it closed bullish. Oh, no, it didn't close bullish above here, but actually, yeah, it did. It closed bullish above here. So I would expect this to be a bottom wick and a drive up, especially since we printed at support. But is it guaranteed? No, because different time frames telling different stories. Remember, chat? But look, now that we have this bottom wick, and if we can close below, then every time frame, so right, if this 15, for example, now can come down and close below 2043.28 here, right, then if this is what we're looking for on this 15, I'm fine with this not having top wick once it closes, right? Because now the 15's in our favor. The 30 will close in our favor looking like this, right? The hourly's bearish. The 4 hours bear. And now everything all of a sudden is telling the same story. Remember, we were just completely on different pages, right? Now we're all of a sudden telling the same story. And when this happens, right? And if the following candle can come up at that point, create a top wick and break the previous 30. Buy, right? Right here. Right, if we can do that, we most likely we'll take the flip, honestly, but we will look for this. I don't want to take the this sell here. I'd want to take it on the flip because once we're up here, there's no guarantee we're coming back down, and we've held support on the higher time frame, right? If the higher time frame closed below, I'm taking that sell on the wick. But the higher time frame held support, right? The hourly closed right at our level. So at any moment, it can just keep holding it and flip up and continue driving. So once we're up here, right, for the market to be at this price area, price level, right, for the market to be at this price level, it's most likely doing this, right? So if it's doing that, the hourly then is pretty bullish, holding support. So we don't want to take sells as the hourly's driving up here. But if it flips, yeah, we're good to go down. So patience, you must learn. But if it just drives down and takes off, so be it. But I'm gonna wait for something to close here, like this 30, and we need this 30. Like it looks like it's driving, right? But we need this 30 to drive, because if it doesn't drive, it can't pull back and leave a bottom wick for us. So let it drive, pull back, leave a bottom wick, and we'll have some fun. Let's wait 7 minutes here for the 30. I want to see where we close, because this is an area of interest, right? 2041.89, and how much room do we have to get there? Hmm. 41.6. If we close where we are right now, chat, I might be off the rip on the sells here. We got 1 minute, right? Oh no, we got 6 minutes. Sorry, that was the 5-minute time frame. Yeah, so you want a closure below here. For off the rip, I want to close below 43 flat. Wix, did you have a mentor before starting trading? Yeah, the first 30 years of my life, the first 33 years of my life prepared me for the wild fucking roller coaster that I was about to undertake. My previous younger self was the only mentor. That's the guy that taught me almost 99% of what I know, my younger self, right? Everything I went through when I was younger that has shaped me into and molded me into what I am today. That was my biggest mentor. That's what's responsible for getting me to where I am. All right, there goes that bottom wick, right? We just thought we were driving down. Interesting. Swerving. Oh man, I wish I could play that again. One day. Third period started, right? Rangers are down 2-1. Let's see if they can turn it up a notch. Shout out to you, man. No, that was a boogie. Damn, Green. That's you. I'll shout out to you, Wayne too. Please come to India. You can Uber on my elephant. Right? I don't know. It's just fucking jokes. Don't get offended. I don't know. I got blocked for some reason. Yeah, I wonder why. It wasn't me, don't worry. This shit, like the mods here, they're like the square, circle, triangle, pink guys on Squid Games. That's how the mods are here. They're even sitting at home, like looking at the computers dressed in all their fucking outfits. You fuck up. That little paint bottle pops. Must have done something. Damn. Sniped him. Who did that? Green over there wearing the fucking square. Right? Or no, the triangle. Green wearing the triangle right now. Pull the lever, Gronk. What kind of laugh do you think Green has when he fucking snipes somebody? Like, what's his go-to reaction? I wonder what Green's go-to reaction. You know what I picture? I picture on the mirror. I picture that to the right of him is a mirror on the wall. And as soon as he snipes him, he turns around and goes. Like directly to the right of him. Oh, now we're flipping back bearish. Let's see how this 30 closes. 2, 1. Wait, what the fuck? Ooh. Ooh, lock it in, chat. What's the range here? thinking of the flip, but I want to break the previous hourly high because look, we created this high and didn't drive. My ideal situation, we break the previous hourly high and then flip, and then I can respect these positions. Because like when it does this, right, and the hourly level's a bit higher, it typically this won't be the drive. It'll wait to close on the hourly to give us the hourly wick, but right. So whether it'll drive bullish or bearish, it'll wait for it to close on the hourly and then make that decision. But we just came up and made this top wick really quickly in the first 90 seconds, which is why I think if we flip here, we have time to drive and follow the 4 hour. So if that's the case, chat, I'm gonna take a sell once this flips here, most likely. Wait, let's see. Once it flips, I'm gonna be in a position, chat. You could set a sell stop here if you want. I think I'm gonna manually execute it. Actually, I'm gonna put a sell stop as well so I don't get slipped. So I got a sell stop on the flip of this candle. Once it activates, I'll post. And if it doesn't flip on this candle, like if this 15 doesn't flip, oh, 5 had no bottom wick there. Huh. 1530, dude. That's why it's pulling back. The 5 had no bottom wick. So I'm fine with this. As long as the 15 doesn't close bullish. So we got 10 minutes here. The steeper the top wick, the better, right? Because we're not going to be in it until it actually flips. But now the 4 hour. It'd be nice the 4 hour create a steeper top wick and then drove. Let's see. Never broke the previous 30, which was the current hourly high. The 5 is lower, right? It can tap that. This gets a little difficult here. Chat, I'm gonna delete these sell stops. I'll tell you why. So the 5-minute level's a bit lower. We tend to wick off. You see the levels that are a bit lower, and on the smaller time frame, we've closed back in this mini range, so we're holding it. It might drive down. It's possible. But the reason, like we have a lot more range to come down. Like it'll give us more indication that it's gonna come down. But I deleted the sell stops, and I'll tell you why. Because this 5, if it comes down, the 5 levels, it's right. We're not breaking all the levels here. The small time frames are here, and look where the wicks all of a sudden jump off of. Right, boom, boom, coming down. Drive straight up, never come back there. So let's get a clear closure below here. If it flips, great. It flips, it'll close bearish, and it'll be a 30 and a 1 hour below, right? Without questioning this bullish candle here. It's also a good area to drive off of. But if we break all the highs, if we break the hourly highs, the current hourly highs, and then come back to flip, I'll probably reactivate it. I'll put sell stops again. Because at that point, if we break the highs, I'll understand that we grab more orders than we previously did. So there's a higher chance of us driving through these wicks. Right? Because we've grabbed orders here and try to drive, and this is where we bottomed out. Can we break this? Because at that point, if we flip, I think we're gonna drive past this point, you know, like this. So it needs more orders. Otherwise, this initial drive would have been it, right? Otherwise, this candle right here would have just drove. TT's in here? Nice. Hey, have a great session. Cheers. Pop in and say hello. Toss a like. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Dope, dope, dope. Appreciate you, Nick. Ooh, strong rejection area right here too. Oh. And realize, look, we just spent the first 40 minutes of this hourly candle, of this 4-hour candle, just, you know, made a bottom wick. Now we're bullish, driving up. Created ranges here. This entire candle is a range right now. On the smaller time frame. 846 views. Yeah, our peak is like 9:30. I think it was 9:30 on the dot. Uh-oh. Look, we tapped this area. Coming down here. Are we? 5 closes bullish. Looks, I must say, I'm starting to appreciate waiting to enter trades. Yes. Good. Understanding the effort it takes. Bro, I remember you used to get 50 viewers. Now you're almost at 1K. That's dedication. Yes, that was over a year ago. Year and a half ago. A little less. Fortunate to catch both AM and PM streams. W. Double who? W. Soldier boy up in it. Oh. You. Yeah, I love Don's fucking thumbnails. It's so funny. Unemployed, looking for trade signals. Yeah, it's so dope. He's not doing the thumbnails. So I don't know. I think he's the brain behind it, probably. But right, the brains behind it. But I don't. I don't know if he's the artistic director. You look like a father. You sound like you'd say that. Wixty-nine, what it do, boo boo? Anything but a chicken wing, princess. Probably not a princess. But I don't know the way you came out there with the boo boo. I figure you zesty tonight. You smoking your cigarette like this. Are you happy with your trading at present? I'm glad to be taking the road I'm taking, and I'm thankful for where I'm at. That's it. What you think about Kane to the right? Well, Patrick Kane, isn't he like 48? I'm gonna go refill the water buckets. Shit, pay the meter. Green tired of that job. How long you stream in a day? Oh, I stream for 2 to 3 hours every Asian session. So we broke the previous hourly. I mean the current hourly, the previous 30, right? We rebroke the highs. If we flip here on this candle, I'm gonna take sells on the flip. Will we flip? I doubt it. And what I will say also is if this hourly closes above 2044.3, I'm gonna look for a bottom wick on the next hourly to drive up. This is a strong support we held. Very nice. Very, very nice. Ooh. Previous hourly also no top wick, right? Come up there and just flip also. Smell peak viewers tonight, Wix? I don't know, because peak viewers was 9:30. I think we tried. We almost got there. We were at like 8:50 tonight, but never got there. We had more yesterday. We almost got it yesterday. We had 893 peak viewers or concurrence. Yeah, it's just the nature of the session that, like, you know, there's less people trading. New York session, yeah, I would, but New York session also, because like there's a lot of split audience in the New York session, right? Between the streamers. So it would be New York session stuff. Needs to take a nap. All right. Have a good night, Poland. Feels like ranging tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is the last day of the month for me. Oh, we're slaying it this month, chat. This is gonna be, I think it's our second best month of the year. Or best, no, this is, yeah, this is gonna be, if we close it out today, November is my best month this year. I think last year it was no, I don't have a sell stop yet. If we start rejecting, then I'm looking, but we're really close to the, I'm not gonna set a sell stop. We're close to the hourly close. So we're gonna wait in the hourly here. Oh, the Rangers just scored. They tied it. 2-all. 10 minutes to go. W. Yo, chat, I put up my sneaker rack, my shoe rack. I put the TV. Yo, let me take a picture. You guys should go. I'm gonna post this right now on the Instagram. You guys should go check out the IG. That's what it looks like right now, currently. Oh wait, the lighting sucks. I'm gonna turn on the lights so you guys can see what it looks like, because I'm gonna set some lights up behind it so it looks better at night. But for now, look better if this shit was. All right, chat. I'm gonna need everyone, because we're gonna get in the picture here right now. I'm gonna need everyone on this side of the room, and I need you guys to squeeze in. Squeeze in. Everybody squeeze in. Oh yeah, the lighting sucks. This ain't gonna work. Nah. There's too many of you. We can't all fit in one picture. Bushi turned his camera off. He's like, nah, fuck that. Oh, he's back. I seen it flinch for a second. All right. Well, it's a good thing we didn't have a position here. Yeah. I think the no light kills it. This shit needs a light. This picture deserves a light. All right, yeah. About to post on IG the work in progress. I think this is a better picture. But this is what the other side of my, this is what I'm looking at, chat, when I sit here behind the PC. On top is a T. Oh man, where's that song? What was that song? Who sings that? Dave, right? Jordan 4s, Jordan 1s, Rolexes. Yeah, I think that was Dave. That's what I'm gonna post. What's the name of that song? You guys remember? No? Nobody? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's the song. Damn, Green. Leg day. Fuck. Some. You need some bigger shorts, dog. You ready to trade? No, I'm waiting on this hourly close. I told you we're gonna wait on. There's nothing for me to do. I can't. This 30 opened up. No bottom. Yo, we held support, but if we held support, we didn't grab a bottom wick then to drive up. No. Walmart got 2 for 10 right now on the shorts, dog. I need some lighting, chat. If you guys have suggestions for sneaker lighting. Yeah, that was Dave and Stormzy. I know. It's just unfortunately the way the market is and we discussed it I think this morning that it's very likely that we range here before tomorrow's or Friday's catalyst. So it's a big range, right? You can take advantage of it, but we might not see a push until Friday's news, right? Let's go to the news. Pretty clean day. Tomorrow's news. Oh yeah, 8:30. 2 red folders. Unemployment PC. But I think unless it's priced in tomorrow, I don't think we're breaking out the range. We might fill ranges up and down tomorrow, but I think 10 a.m. Friday is the key here. What's your IG? Wix9_. Go check that out. What is it? Exclamation point IG. Don't go just Wix 9 because actually now everyone's gonna go do it. I'm surprised she doesn't have more followers. Core PC tomorrow, yeah. Unemployment claims tomorrow, also, yeah. You think that was the move? Okay, then if that was the move for today's market, then we've printed side by side for the last 3 hours. You see? Last 3 hour candles. They printed from 43 to 45, this 25, 30 pip range here. Yeah. You think it's possible for a 30 flip here? You got 3 minutes till the hourly close. No. Anything's possible. Is it likely? Is the probability on your side? Most likely not. And we don't just trade probability on our side. We trade when probability is overwhelmingly in our favor. Like, I hope the things I say annoy you, right? I hope they're redundant and repetitive, and I hope it's like starting to piss you off because it's getting stuck in your head. That's what that would tell me. It means you're learning. Moth, thanks for the stream and everything. Appreciate it. Thank you, Lincoln. I was going to say thanks, Abe. That's just the association I have. I feel like calling you Abe. On my 2K account 3 months ago. Now I'm ready to listen to you. Well, what I would say is learn. Keep showing up. Wix 9, what is this? I don't know. Richard, if you got two first names and they're the same. I used to know a kid whose name was Muhammad. We used to take ESL classes together in 4th grade when I just moved to America. We're just very random here, chat. At this moment, we're on 4th grade. What are you doing? I'm waiting on this hourly to close, and right now when it closes side by side next to the previous candle, less than a minute to go, if it closes no top wick, I'm not even going to say bye. You're just going to see the stream end. Sir, in this month, how many trades you take? I mean, I have quite a few trades, but do you mean like separate positions? Because I think there were 1 or 2 pineapples this month, and I opened multiple positions per trade, so I think we haven't had a losing day. We haven't lost a trade since October 17th. And since October 17th, if I'm correct, let me look. I think we are 11 straight wins. I think about 11. I think there's about, wait, what's our record? 67. I think we're like 10-0-8 or 11-0-8. I think we have 16 or 17 trades this month, something like that. I'd have to go on my terminal and really count specifically for you. All right, we closed here, chat. 4 hours still open, still previous 4 hour closed bearish support. The 1 hour closed, and the 30 doesn't have a bottom wick. So the only trade I'll take here is if we come down, create that bottom wick for the previous 30. If we can do that, come down once again to 2043 and then flip, I'll take a position. Until then, I am not in a position to take any positions here. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here, chat. It's just, this rarely happens. We've averaged, honestly, but the thing is, we've averaged a trade every other day because we've had a couple of weeks beginning of this month where we pretty much had a trade every single day and the private session we had trades. Yes, the Rangers just scored. 4 minutes to go, 3-2. Oh, they're checking if it's a goal. Oh, they're checking, yeah. So yeah, we've had like a few weeks where we've pretty much had trades every single day. So, you know, if we had one trade this week in Asian, two trades, I'm sorry. We have two trades this week in Asian session. We have a break even yesterday and we have a 15 pip W on Sunday. So, yeah, we've had 4 streams so far this week and we have 2 trades. So, trade every other day. I mean, we're still averaging. It just, you know, it is what it is. Let's see this 1 hour. I mean, it's driving up. I just don't have positions here. There's just, I think we might range here till pre-London. But yeah, I'm calling it a stream here. Gold is pushing though. It's pushing, but I think the next hour or this hourly needs to create a bottom wick because the previous 4 hours closed bearish, and now you broke that high with the current hourly not having a bottom wick. So it's, you know, you can break this low at any time and actually come down and flip the 4 hour. We don't know. At this moment, like we've tried numerous times, right? It's tried here to drive down, couldn't, came up, couldn't drive past this, came down, respect it, to now it's stuck in this range. It's gonna take a lot to get out of it. A lot, I mean, not just to get out of it. I'm speaking faster than I'm thinking. It's gonna take a lot to actually fill these ranges outside of where we're at right now. Fill this or fill this, right? It can close outside here. We can have enough volume, but we need volume to actually drive us. And I think we're gonna have to break lows or highs in order to see that, and it's gonna take some time. There's a few more candles to have to print, and in that case, your next volume time is pre-London, probably 1 a.m., which would be this current 4-hour close, and it'll have a lot of info, right? Because if this current 4-hour close happens above 2048.8, right? If you end up driving up here and then by 1 a.m., this is the 4-hour candle here, right? Oh, whoops, that's whack. Like if by 1 a.m. this is it, you can be off the rip here. You can be off the rip understanding you're gonna, with volume and momentum here and direction here, you're gonna fill this range and then make a decision, right? So you'll have some 20 to 30 pips to play with. But you want to see this 4-hour through just to make sure you're trading during volume times, because a lot of times you might get a drive, and you'll notice this sometimes between 11 and 1 a.m. Eastern, you can get the market looking like it's driving, but because it's not the right time, it's not the volume time, it'll come back in range, and it'll range, and then it'll look like it again, and then it'll come back in range. It's like, yo, it's the perfect setup. Why isn't it? Because it just doesn't have enough volume, not enough trading going on, right? Not enough orders in the market, and it'll need those. And once it gets there, then the move will play out. And how many times you enter before the volume time, it doesn't play out, it'll range, it might hit your stops, and then your exact move that you were looking at happens again the same exact way, and then drives right after you looked at it and didn't drive because you were trading in out of volume time, out of market times, or, you know, low volume times. So it just didn't have the volume, even though your setup, you know, your breakdown was correct. All right, chat, let's call it a stream here. Thank you so much for coming through. Still a W session. We had some laughs, right? First hour, a lot of fun. Had some jokes. You guys joined in. We had a little bit of dancing, and then a lot of good questions the second hour. A lot of value, I believe, was dropped, and I think we had some really, intellectually honest conversations here. So a W stream, great week so far, great month. This is honestly, I'm over 30% for the month. I'm like 32, 33% for the month. So yeah, it's been a great month. Outside of that, chat. Yeah, wait, what the fuck is this? Oh, never mind. Zoom, everybody in the Zoom, I appreciate you guys for coming through every day with glue. I see you. Thank you for showing up on cam. Just didn't have a chance to bring everybody on stream today. What up, Captain. I see you here in the beginning and in the end. Damn, loyal. I appreciate that. Keep showing up. Thank you. And the one and only is here. Donvo, before I dip, make sure you're on for Yanez, 2:30 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you're on for Huss. He's going to be on sometime between Yanez and Don. I think it's 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. I'm not sure. And then Donvo is going to be on at 6:37 a.m. Eastern. And I will see you guys. Oh, Elvis, last but not least, Elvis will be on at, I think, 5 p.m. or 5:30 p.m. Eastern. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. Right? We'll finish off the week. It'll be our last Asian session of the month. And in general, I think tomorrow is the last day of the month, last streams of the month for Devious, for all the Devious tomorrow. All right, let's finish out the month strong, and let's begin December. Let's hit the ground running in December, right? It might be the end of the year, but it's not the end of our trading. Everything still continues. All right. Chat, get your dancing shoes out. It's that time. Go invite your girl to dance, or take off your slippers. You can win Pata Sucio of the night, right? We're gonna have voting for that in the Discord. All right, love and wisdom to you all, chat. Green, Mod God, all the mods, thank you for helping me out. Downvote, thank you for coming through. Nick, TTE, thank you for coming through. Wow, really star-studded lineup tonight. And just like that, gang, another Asian session is in the books. Later.